factor quadratics, using quadratic formula. So we know that, we learned that for ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, then x is equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So let's factor this expression using quadratic formula. So first of all, this quadratic expression has to be an equation in order for us to use this quadratic formula, because we have equals 0 for this, right? Now let's identify a, b, and c. So that's the first step, right? A is 3, b is negative 5, c is 2. Now let's plug it in. That's the second step. So we get x is equal to negative b, right? Watch out. This says negative 5, right? Use parentheses so that you don't get tricked, right? Square root of b squared, which is negative 5. So negative 5 squared minus 4 times a, which is 3, times c, which is 2 in this case, all over 2 times a, which is 3. Now we get negative 5 is 5, plus or minus square root of negative 5 squared is 25, minus 4 times 3 times 2 is 24, all over 2 times 3, which is 6. Now we have 5 plus or minus square root of 1, right? This is square root of 1, which is 1. So it goes like this. But it's not the end yet, because this means that it's 5 plus 1 over 6, or 5 minus 1 over 6, which is, this is 6 over 6, which is 1. This is 4 over 6, or 2/3. Now we get the roots. So we know that x is equal to 1 or 2/3. So when we have factored form like this, right, we have x plus something times quantity of x plus something. That x is 1, right, so that you get 0. What do you have to have here so that this guy will be 0? We know this guy is 1 or 2/3, right? You got to subtract 1 so that if you plug this one in, you get 0, right? Or you can plug in 2/3 if you want to. So in case of 2/3, what do you have to have here? Well, you have to subtract 2/3, right? So x minus 1 times x minus 2/3 is the factored form of this guy.